Hey you guys. All right, so in this video, I'm gonna show you number one, how I did this install and how you can't see that lace. Okay. Number two, I'm gonna show you the easiest way to do a butterfly braid so you can try this trend at home. Let's get into it. What is going on YouTube? It's your girl Easy Breezy and I'm back with another hair sponsor. Thank you so much, Hurela. They sent me this like reddish brown. It's giving kind of auburn lace front unit. Modeling today, we have our girl Crystal in the building. And if y'all are an OG to this channel, you know Crystal used to be in my chair often. She's been gone for a while, but she's back today. So y'all say, hey, Crystal. And besides the wig, y'all get some other treats too. Y'all got some lashes, a stocking cap, and an elastic band that you can put on your hairline that'll help out with maintenance at home. All right, y'all, I got something to tell y'all about this wig, okay? So I've been seeing some comments around YouTube about, people being concerned that companies actually send content creators better wigs than they send their own clients. Now, I'm not a consumer, so I can't say that for sure, but one thing that I will say is a hairstylist can make a wig look amazing on camera. And especially if they're experienced in hair, they can make the hairline look amazing and they can even make the wig look fuller on camera. But this wig right here is super dense. I don't know if it's like 200%, but listen, I am not lying when I say y'all will not be disappointed in the fullness in this wig. All right, y'all. So about customization, right? When this wig came in the mail, it came pre-customized, but y'all know I got to do my own plucking and bleaching, right? So I plucked the wig and it wasn't that hard. So that was good. Now, as far as the bleaching, I tried to bleach the knots and they didn't really turn like that. Like, I think they got a little bit lighter, but they didn't really like turn brown or blonde. But the crazy thing about it is I really wasn't even worried about it from day one because the knots are super tiny. So the hairline looks really, really natural, right? Like sometimes you'll get wigs where the knots are so big. It's like you don't even have no choice but to bleach the knots. But that's not how this wig was. The knots were super small. So when you get this wig in the mail, all you have to do is pluck it. I don't think you really even have to worry about bleaching it. All right, y'all. So as I do this install, I want to go ahead and get into the shop talk for today, right? So I want to talk about how long does it take to realize that people around you are not really for you? How old do you have to be? Like, how long does it take for you to build the discernment and the maturity to realize who is your soul tribe and who is just simply not? Now, the reason I want to get into this is because I want to save people years, okay? I want to save people a lot of time and energy because, listen, we end up spending so much on people that don't reciprocate that energy back to us. So much time, so much energy, so much support that we don't even get back. So these are a few signs that people are not really for you and you don't need years to figure this out. All right, so the first sign really should be obvious, but I remember growing up, this used to happen to me and I didn't really take it into consideration for whatever reason until it started to really hurt my feelings. So number one is when people exclude you from events, from sleepovers, from outings, from them celebrating their accomplishments, when they just don't really think to call you. That is one telltale sign that is not your soul tribe. Y'all, I used to be friends with this girl in high school and we were like the weirdest friends ever because at school, we didn't really speak. But after school, I would be over her house. She would be over my house. I would do her hair. And it was just like a weird dynamic to me that for some reason I never even questioned. Like, I knew it felt weird in my spirit, but for some reason, like, I feel like at that time, I didn't have the self-love and respect for myself and the self-esteem to not accept a friendship like that. So one day we were in class, right? And I used to carry around like a purse with me with my lip gloss and my little makeup in there. And in middle school and high school, like I was having trouble with my skin. I had acne and I was a little bit insecure about my skin, right? So I used to carry this like foundation that I used to like dab on my blemishes and stuff. And one day she took my purse because I guess she was like getting some lip gloss, and she found the tube of foundation that I had in there. And when she squeezed it a little bit, you know, brown foundation came out because I'm a brown skin girl. And she was like, ew, what is this? And she deliberately made a scene and walked in front of the classroom and was squeezing my foundation out in the trash. Like, ew, it looks like doo-doo. And then everyone in the class started looking to the front of the classroom and was like, what is that? Like, what is that? And y'all, I was so embarrassed. Like, I was just shook. I couldn't say nothing because at that time, I really did not defend myself. Like, I was not used to that. I never like made a scene, and I just tried to not say anything like and pretend like it wasn't happening. So I want to draw more attention to the situation. But y'all, I was so embarrassed. Like, I never forgot that moment because I'm like, girl, what the fuck? So after that whole incident, you know, I never confronted her about it. I never distanced myself from her. I just kind of kept that inside, and I still wanted to be her friend because she was one of the only people that like talked to me like every now and then or showed any type of interest. And y'all, I just did not have the self-esteem and the self-respect to walk away. So on top of that, I felt like the way she treated me was damaging me subconsciously, like my self-esteem, because even though I thought that we were quote unquote best friends because we would always hang out with each other after school, like I knew her mom, her brother, like her whole family, but she would always champion this other girl, like this other girl that she started calling her best friend. And she met this girl after me. Like, this girl didn't add no value to her life, but I feel like she admired her for the way she looked. Like, she was really pretty. She was kind of thick a little bit. She was light skinned and she had really long straight hair. And I just felt like that was like my first like colorism experience with a close friend. Like, it was so weird and confusing, you guys. Like, I don't even know. So long story short, me and this girl are absolutely not friends anymore. I ended up just having to walk away from that situation in totality. And guess how we fell out? So basically, one of our quote unquote mutual messy ass friends ended up telling her that I was trying to talk to her boyfriend. And I'm like, girl, that big nose ass nigga, like, I'm not even attracted to him. So I was so shocked. I'm like, first of all, I didn't know who told her at first. That went on for months without me knowing. But the whole time I was thinking, who has an opinion this strong for her to actually believe them, knowing what type of person I am and what type of friend I am to her? Okay, so fast forward, maybe like 3 months went by and we still did not speak on it. But there was something at the pit of my chest that needed to know who told her this. Like, it literally did not leave my mind that whole time. So I called her up and I was like, you know, we need to have a talk about this. I miss you, blah, blah, blah. So we ended up linking up, right? And she was not trying to tell me who told her. So that just showed me that obviously she had more loyalty to this other random person. And I'm just like, girl, this girl don't got no mind of her own for nothing. But I'm like, you know what, whatever. So I ended up using reverse psychology on her. And I told her that I already knew who said it. And when I asked her, you know, was it this person? She said yes. So after she told me who spread this lie about me, you know, I was like, whatever, I'm over it. I'm gonna just sweep it under the rug. But y'all, the thing about me and my anger is, at first, I don't really be mad at stuff, but it will fester in my spirit for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I won't even react to a situation until like a month later. So y'all, I waited and I plotted. Okay. And the reason why is because It didn't sit right with me that she believed a lie about me, knowing who I am and what type of friend I was to her. So it was just hurting my feelings every time I thought about it. I felt like she wasn't my real friend. I felt like our whole friendship was a lie. So it's like I had to confront this girl. So like I said before, I plotted and I waited patiently for all of us to be in the same room, all right? So one day we all hung out as expected and we all went to this guy's house. I think we were smoking or whatever, but they were sitting on the back of his bed and I was sitting on the side of the bed. And I'm thinking to myself, right? I want to confront this girl so bad. And I said, you know what? It's time. So I turned around and I said, did you tell so-and-so that I tried to talk to her boyfriend? Y'all, she was looking so shocked. She was like, oh my God, I never said that. I would never say that. Who told you I said that? And I looked straight at my friend sitting right next to her. And what did she do, y'all? She couldn't even look me in the eye. She acted like nothing was happening. Like her face was just dug in her phone, like she was so busy. And I looked at the both of them and I said, okay. So these two be talking about me behind my back. Now, my friend, quote unquote, is now too embarrassed to admit that the girl sitting right beside her is actually the one that she believed. So I said, you know what? After today, I'm done. And y'all, sure enough, me and that girl ain't talked again a day in our lives, okay? And what's funny is I feel like I was the one that was most affected by that quote unquote friendship breakup because I actually felt like we were real friends. But this girl ain't never reached out to me. She never apologized for the whole miscommunication and really turning her back on me. I just felt like she just didn't really care about me since day one. And that was one of the hardest lessons I ever had to learn about fake friendships and being around people that don't really care about you. So I was about maybe 18 or 19 when all of that happened and when I finally had the strength to walk away from that friendship. So honestly, I can't even really say if there's a specific time or age or, a time in your life where you just should have all this discernment and experience with friends, because some things you just don't even learn until it just happens to you. And it can happen to you at any time in life. And listen, trust me, I've learned plenty other lessons about fake friends between the ages of 19 and 29, all right? So I'm still learning. All right, y'all. So that was my shop talk. Let me know what you think about that story. And if you have your own personal stories, comment them below and let's talk about it. So let's get back into this install real quick. So I'm finally combing out the pin curls and sculpting the hair, and it's looking really soft and voluminous. And this wig is super soft. It barely tangled, if at all. And I'm just loving the quality, the color, the fullness, just everything. So for the next couple minutes, I'm gonna be using my comb and this holding spray to get this style looking exactly how I want it. All right, you guys, so this is the final result, and what, Lace? Okay, so if you guys want your lace tint foams, head to galaxygirlhair.com. Now they will be back in stock and available again on Black Friday. So yes, if you want to melt that lace, honey, you need your lace tint foam. Once again, thank you so much, Hurela, for sponsoring this video with this reddish brown auburn lace front unit. If you guys want this exact wig, I'm going to put all the information in the description below. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, make sure you go ahead and do that. Turn on your notifications, and I'll see y'all later.